Hey, how's it going? Today we're going to start talking about sidearms. A sidearm week, you might call it. As always, we do these in chronological order, so first up is Rat King. Rat King was first introduced in Destiny 2 in the base game, and after numerous buffs and being disabled that one time, it now sits as a really handy utility or team-focused weapon. The utility is because of Rat King's exotic perks and masterwork. Its first exotic perk, Rat Pack. This grants the weapon the ability to fire in full auto, and it grants various bonuses like damage and rate of fire when near allies that also have this weapon equipped. The other perk, Vermin, grants invisibility after landing a kill and then reloading, essentially the same activation requirement as kill clip. Now for the, as you might call it, the kicker. The masterwork grants a stat bonus to recoil direction, but also a new functionality. When reloading after a kill and becoming invisible, you now also gain health regeneration. This is the only weapon other than Crimson that can grant health regen after a single kill. None of this having to get 2 kills within an activation window for Unrelenting. Rat King is also the only weapon that can grant invisibility to players, without having to play a specific subclass. Less interestingly, though, I have to tell you about the stats. Rat King is a 300 RPM sidearm, has 43 range, 61 stability, 50 handling, 55 reload, 60 aim assist, 80 when masterworked, and 15 shots in the mag. But this is one of the things that can be boosted by your Rat Pack allies for some reason. Overall, the stats are pretty standard for its archetype, but it does have the highest reload among 300 RPM sidearms. Despite this high reload than its brethren, I would still recommend that you use a sidearm loader mod on your arms to access your HP regen effect faster. You can use Rat King as a complement to most loadouts, but it's outstanding with a few hunter exotics, and it's glaringly obvious which ones. Graviton Forfeit grants increased durational invisibility effects. This includes Rat King, and when invisible, your reload, HP regen and melee ability regen rate are all increased. This pairs well on Bottom Tree Night Stalker, as you can regenerate your melee ability energy after landing Rat King kill reloads and get HP regen from your invis smokes. Making allies invis increases your grenade regen, all very synergistic except for the terrible super, which, as I have just said, is terrible. On a similar note, another great exotic pairing is Omnioculus. This chest piece grants a second smoke bomb charge and damage resistance to yourself while invisible, and the same damage resistance to your allies that you make invisible, which you can only do on Bottom Tree Night Stalker. Here's a tip though, you still have the same damage resistance effect regardless of subclass if you're using Rat King to make yourself invisible. So for example, I could play Golden Gun, get a Rat King kill with Omnioculus equipped, and still have the damage resistance while invisible. I don't know how helpful that is, but it's an interesting thing that you can do if you really want it to. As for weapon pairings though, I can't really recommend anything specifically. It kind of depends on what weapon you want to supplement with Rat King. I'll just talk special weapons for a second. You can go invis with Rat King, and then go hunting with a shotty or a fusion. Use a sniper, cover your close range with it, and have access to health regen. Or you could use it as a tool for health regen with any other weapon, any primary. It would even work well with a second sidearm, provided you play fairly aggressively with Mechaneer's Trick Sleeves, which is a hunter exotic that grants draw speed and reload bonuses to sidearms, in addition to increased damage to sidearms that are drawn when at critical health. So this bonus lasts as long as your health remains red, so it's better with lower recovery, as long as you're willing to risk the increased vulnerability in exchange for a damage bonus. That is about all I've got for today. Thanks for being here if you watched to this point, and if you didn't, go fuck yourself. I'll see you in the next one.
Zone C locked. Your enemy has a power play. One after another.